wind farm and as well as for my home.
Among the hills of northern Pakistan, a girls' primary school stands halfway up a mountain.
Going to school.
13-year-old Manaza is in the 5th grade. In 2005, the school was badly damaged in an earthquake. The present building is now 10 years old. The classrooms, constructed from wooden boards, look dilapidated. There's no lighting inside. The whole school is served by a single light bulb hanging outside. After school, Manaza walks home along a winding mountain path. She begins her homework as soon as she gets there, anxious to finish it before sunset. Electricity is very expensive in Pakistan, accounting for roughly 10% of the average family's monthly expenditure. There are frequent power cuts, and not only in places like Manaza's village. Even the big cities like Islamabad and Karachi are regularly affected. Department stores, hospitals, government offices, and many residential buildings are equipped with their own independent generators. In the summer, the national electricity shortfall can reach as much as 5 million kilowatts. Electricity shortages have become a bottleneck in the industrialization of developing countries. In other words, factories and production lines in many countries are often forced to shut down due to a lack of power. At an electric appliance manufacturing company in Xinjiang, engineers are working on an overseas order. The giant transformer is a key piece of equipment in a power station. It alters the voltage produced by the power generator so that the electricity can be transferred to the power grid. The rebuilt Karakoram Highway will transport the China-made large transformers across the Karakoram Mountains and Hindu Kush into Pakistan. Life is about to change for Manaza. Not far from her village is the confluence of the Neelam and the Jhelum rivers. Here, an electricity generating plant is under construction. With an installed capacity of 963,000 kilowatts, it will be the largest hydropower plant in Pakistan. Beneath it lies the second longest underground tunnel in Asia. This diversion route extends for nearly 70 kilometers, a distance it takes the train 40 minutes to complete. Using the latest excavating machinery, another tunnel is being dug into the mountain at a rate of 6 meters a day. This tunnel will be 10 kilometers long. A huge dam is being built at the plant. For the past 7 years, more than 300 engineering and management personnel from China have been working here, alongside their Pakistani colleagues. The Neelam Jhelum plant is to date the largest overseas hydropower project undertaken by a Chinese company. With its completion in 2017, it will be capable of providing 500 million kilowatt hours of electricity a year. This will alleviate 15% of the power shortfall in Pakistan and to generate revenue of 45 billion Pakistani rupees or 400 million US dollars. The plant is one of 22 cooperative projects agreed by China and Pakistan in the energy field. On Pakistan's south coast, a coal-fired power station is under construction. At the site, Pakistani engineer Asif and his colleagues are conducting a measurement with the aid of GPS. They are calculating the lateral distance between two giant boilers, 200 meters away. The permitted margin of error is just 2 millimeters. The Port Qasim coal-fired power project will generate 9.5 billion kilowatt hours annually, sufficient to cover a sixth of Pakistan's electricity shortfall. The project, a key part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, is invested jointly by the Power Construction Corporation of China and the Qatari royal family. Costing an estimated 2 billion US dollars, it is expected to begin generating electricity in 2017. The project is the latest example of successful cooperation involving China, Pakistan, and Qatar. At the groundbreaking ceremony on May 6, 2014, Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif stressed that solving the power issue meant more than meeting people's needs for electricity. He described the project itself as a beam of light in the dark, brightening the future for Pakistan. In August 2015, work began on the second unit at the Karachi Nuclear Power Complex. For the first time, China's own HPR 1000 nuclear technology was expanding its reach overseas. HPR 1000 incorporates innovative million kilowatt pressurized water reactor technology. It's the culmination of China's experience in nuclear power development over the past 30 years. A key feature is its comprehensive and balanced safety design. In 2000 and 2001, China completed the construction of 2 plants for the Chashma nuclear power complex in Pakistan. Plant 1, after 16 years of uninterrupted operation, has been listed as one of the world's best performing nuclear power stations by the International Atomic Energy Agency. Nuclear power is not the only type of clean energy in use in Pakistan. Jampir is a desert region where the vegetation is sparse. The most abundant resource here is the wind. Engineer Zahid and his Chinese colleagues have a special task to perform. They will climb up to the tallest place in the desert, the top of a wind turbine, 80 meters above ground level. Giant windmills were erected as part of the first wind power project involving cooperation between China and Pakistan. Built by China Three Gorges Corporation, the project has been in operation since 2014. The development of clean energy will ease Pakistan's electricity shortages and reduce its reliance on oil and gas. The task facing Zahid and his colleagues is to clean the parts of the anemometer systems where sand has accumulated.
7.3米每秒。
80 meters above the ground, the winds are even stronger, but Zahid doesn't mind. He's proud to be doing this work.
My hometown is 70 kilometers away in this direction. So this electric power is supplied to my hometown as well. So here I am working in wind farm and as well as for my hometown.
Clean energy is now a common aspiration for humankind. China, by making use of its technological advantages, is promoting the development and use of clean and economic new energies. The Karakoram Highway, one of the most impressive mountain highways on Earth. It runs like a ribbon across the Karakoram Mountains, the Hindu Kush, the Pamir Mountains, and the Western Himalayas. Starting from Kashgar in China's Xinjiang in the north, the 1,224-kilometer highway enters Pakistan at the Kunjurab Pass. Work began on the Karakoram Highway, seen as a symbol of China-Pakistan friendship, in 1966 and lasted for 12 years. Today, as part of the development of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, the highway is undergoing large-scale renovation and expansion. When the work is completed, it will extend as far as Gwadar, a deepwater port on the Indian Ocean. Final preparations are being made for Gwadar Port to begin full-scale operation. Pakistan first drew up plans for a deepwater port at Gwadar as early as 1964. The project only got fully underway in 2002, when Chinese enterprises agreed to participate in the construction and development. The Karakoram Highway will eventually extend all the way from Gwadar Port in the south to Kashgar in the north. Significantly, it will link the Silk Road on land with the Maritime Silk Road. As a key part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, The highway will facilitate transport between northwest China and Central Asia. Gwadar is looking forward to becoming a prosperous commercial port city. It currently has a population of less than 100,000, but in anticipation of a rapid increase, it is building an additional primary school. A new hospital is nearing completion, and work on an international airport is well underway. The expansion of its urban water supply facilities, coal-fired power plants, and electricity transmission lines is being planned. Many of the projects are being undertaken with Chinese assistance. In the planning and design of new residential districts, industrial zones, and free trade zones in Gwadar, the main point of reference has been Shenzhen. Like the southern Chinese city, this gateway on the China-Pakistan economic corridor will, it is hoped, be a major incubator of growth. This is Gwadar today, but how will it look tomorrow?
We hope that this will bring not only investments from China but from rest of the world to bring greater employment opportunities and make China-Pakistan economic corridor.